सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
57. दुष्टत्वं जन्मनः प्रोक्तम् स्पष्टा रोगादिदुष्टता विरक्तो बुद्धतत्त्वस्तु मुच्यते वामदेववत्। जन्मनः दुष्टत्वं प्रोक्तम्. How the birth is painful, how it is worthless is explained. Rogadi dushtata spashta, that is worthlessness, or that means the pain involved in the roga, disease. Adi for death. That's all. Many more things are there. What is that? Old age. Fine. Anything else? Adhi Vyadhi. Okay. Vyadhi already. Adhi. Okay. Mental affliction. Adhi. Then poverty. Then you have conceived few things. Power, thirst for power. Difficult. No, spashta may not be spashta. Thirst for power. More than that, paisa. Arjana means earning the money. Still more, kama. Kama means a conjugal life. So all these will have to be inquired into with an objective mind. No doubt these things are taken for granted. No? In the world, these things are taken for granted. For example, let us see. Power, possession, wealth, and a married life, conjugal life. Now, as a norm of the world is that one has to have more, because, and they will quote you also, Chaturvida Purusharthas are there. Artha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So, and if you, in Maharashtra, they will say, what is that? Adi Karava, Samsara, Netaka, Magaparava. Adi Karava, Samsara, Netaka, Magaparava. I think Tukaram Maharaj or Samarth Ramdas said. So, especially if you go to Pune side, they will first tell. We don't need Bhagavad Gita, etc. Adi Karava, Samsara Netaka, Maga Paramartha. So first you should take your samsara proper. Samsara means what is samsara? That's what they mean by samsara. Married life, grahastha life, they say. You should live a proper grahastha life. Afterwards, Bhagavan knows when afterwards will come. Like perennial afterwards. Like that grocery shopkeeper slogan, today cash, tomorrow credit. Somebody went there and what? He had no money, he wanted credit. And board was there, today cash, tomorrow credit. So he thought, for tomorrow I will get the credit. so let me defer the purchase for one day. Tomorrow also he went. Again what? Today cash, tomorrow credit. Like that, this Maga Paramartha, after Paramartha, will never come in this life, and if it has not come in this life, will not come in any future life, unless some punya somewhere is there to take to this. So like this, so they will say, so what about this? They are also what you have to do, take to inquiry. So proper, see the defects. Shastra doesn't deny the bare minimum necessities of artha, etc. but that itself cannot be the goal of life. Artha, kama, dharma, the dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Again, final one is moksha. Even in between, that artha, that is earning the wealth, must be in accordance with the dharma. Kama, desire, finally must be for moksha. So that is also the rules are laid down by the Shastras. It is not that artha, kama, divorce from dharma and moksha, that is not desirable at all. So there also one has to find out the defective nature of this. So that's elsewhere it is said just for artha. Arthanam arjane kleshaha tathaiva paripalane nashe dukkham vyaye dukkham dhigarthan kleshakarinaha. Arthanam arjane kleshaha. In earning the money, wealth, etc., what? So much of affliction one has to undergo. Not that, no, they say, no, you shake the tree and money will fall, nothing happens like that. You have to sweat and toil. Arthanam arjane kleshaha. So tathaiva paripalane. Tatha eva paripalane. Having earned to what? To preserve, protect, also save, also is what? Kleshaha, affliction only. Nashe dukkham. If it gets lost means many things are there. Income tax department, thieves and all those things. Nashe dukkham. Vyaye dukkham. Even if he spends, that is what the person has got affliction. If money is not meant for spending, what for? Like the miserly people, kripanaha. So, not that way. Vyaye dukkham. Dhigartan kleshakarinaha. These arthas, which is nothing but klesha, affliction at each and every step. Whether you earn, you preserve, lose or spend, it is nothing but klesha only. So that being the case, not that money is not required, a grahastha should earn for a decent and independent living. That's what. A grahastha should never be dependent on anyone. A dignified, decent living, earning is permitted Shastra, but money alone cannot be the goal of life. And again, kama, the desire, I think more will come in Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sankta. Present topic is only this only there. Up to 93 or so, only this topic is there. So more will come there. Just one thing says, married life is the way of the world. Way of the world. Now the other thing we can say, whether artha or this, we are thinking only in terms of this life. How many past lives we had undergone? In account of that. In each life, certainly the pursuit of artha and kama was certainly there. And it is possible in certain lives you were at the peak of perfection in terms of earning artha and kama. And maybe you might have been emperors also. King and emperors also, wielding power, possession, wealth, etc. In some other life, possibly you might be the beggars of the beggars also. We don't know. We don't know. Of what use are both today? And today, what happens? In this life, what happens? You have to start the game afresh. Afresh. And suppose, even whether one is at peak of success or otherwise, next birth, what will happen? Again start. How long this will continue? There is no end to that at all. So that being the case, one should develop more and more vairagya. Again, elsewhere said, this desire for married life, conjugal. Look here, I am not against that. Don't misquote. Thing is that, so you should have an objective vision. There it is said, Yasya stri tasya bhoge ichha, nistri kasya kva bhoga bhuhu, striyam tyaktva jagat tyaktva sukhi bhave. Yasya stri means Purusha also, okay? Yasya stri tasya bhogecha. The one who has got stri means married, whether woman or man is married couple. Tasya bhogecha. For them is what? The desire for the conjugal life. Nistri kasya kva bhoga bhuhu. The one who is not married, where is the desire for such life? No. If one has got the maturity of the mind, striyam tyaktva jagat tyaktam. Striyam tyaktva means what? Purusham tyaktva also, okay? so means having given up the conjugal life, he says jagat tyaktam. Have you not seen the smart youngsters who will never bend down, etc.? So always start. When they start, they say, the moment he starts taking a thaili and going out, you can understand what happened. You see, mother used to tell, Baba, bring some purchases, I can't, I have become old, etc. I can't all the to shopping, etc. I can't do, but this fellow never used to listen. Abhi, with a thaili, he goes to the market, what it means? Chaturbhuj ho gaya. You know what is Chaturbhuj? Forearm. It is said for two things. When a person is married, he is called Chaturbhuj. When a person is arrested, also he is called Chaturbhuj. Arrested means one police constable is there. Two his arms and another police constable. When married, two of his other two husband or wife. Sati Sai said. When married, he becomes what is called scorpion, four-legged scorpion. Not biting extra, nothing else. Legs only, only in terms of legs. The person becomes four-legged scorpion. When one child is born, he becomes six-legged cockroach. Becomes six-legged cockroach. Another child is born, centipede. Third child is born, millipede. Means the movement gets what? They get curtailed. True? That independence is lost. All because of what? Married. All because of... Look, I'm not again. I'm not canvassing sannyasa, okay? But the fact of life should be known as they are. So therefore, he says that dependence, if married life is not there, the person can show thumb to the world. That much of strength can be there. So, striyam tyaktva means, stri stands for conjugal life. Jagat tyaktam means independent of the world. Jagat tyaktva sukhi bhavi. No dependence of the world means what? Sukhi. There is no person who is more happier than this person. So, there also what should be seen? Muhuhu, dosha darshan. That doesn't mean grahastha should desert their duties. That the very fact that a person is grahastha means prarabdha warrants the person to undergo this. That is not that. But one should keep in mind, this is not the final goal of life. So whatever that is to be discharged, that has to be properly discharged. But in the heart of hearts should be known that this cannot be the final goal of life. Let me undergo it, but finally know my swarupa. So that way, say roga, that is spashtaha, roga, the disease, etc., is well known. Dushtata, the worthlessness, pain, that is it. Otherwise, why should Lord Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita, Yat tadagre amrutopamam pariname vishamiva. Vishaya sukha is what? To begin with, nectarine. At end what happens? Putrefies in terms of sorrow. Other way. This one, that means the ananda of one's own swarupa. Yat tadagre vishamiva. To begin with, very difficult. It's like a visha. Pariname amrutopamam. So that maturity of the mind born of viveka must be there. And that viveka should lead to vairagya. Vairagya without viveka has no meaning at all. It is only a delusion. So this way, muhuhu dosha darshanam. One should see the defects repeatedly, and that is clear that hankering is not going to be there. Krishna is not going to be there. So with this first line, the topic of Vairagya is over. But Vairagya Prakarana is not over. Vairagya Prakarana, the section of Vairagya is not over. But actual topic of Vairagya as far as here is concerned, it is over. But Vairagya Prakarana continues. Why? What for this Vairagya? Why should one have Vairagya? Not just like that. Vairagya is only a means to finally gain moksha, but in between something is there. What is that? Atma Jnana. Vairagya can serve as the means for moksha through Atma Jnana. To gain the Atma Jnana, Vairagya is indispensable. Without Vairagya, Atma Jnana is not possible. So, having detailed about the Vairagya, now the point comes, does Vairagya lead to moksha? How do you say so? How is it? Is it possible for a Virakta person? Virakta person means a person who has got Vairagya. Is it possible for such a person to gain Atma Jnana? Yes. That is now being demonstrated. So, here is a case wherein a person who has got Vairagya has gained Atma Jnana. A very famous example, that of Vamadeva, is being given. So Vamadeva, who is Vamadeva? Not ordinary person. A sage of the order of Vasishtha. Vasishtha, Vamadeva, these two names go together of that level. This Vamadeva, how by Vairagya, how he got the knowledge is said. Actually, do you know where he got the knowledge? In the womb of the mother. A unique example. I think in the entire Shastras, you get only one example. Who got the knowledge in the womb of the mother without the guru in that life. Okay. Earlier he had undergone, but in that life he didn't have also straight away got the knowledge. But he had the staunch Vairagya. That is what is said. Viraktaha buddha tattvasya Vamadevavat muchyate. A Viraktaha, one who is endowed with Vairagya. So, at the same time, Buddha Tattvaha, mere Vairagya is not enough. Vairagya is the beginning point, but one has to take to Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. He has to become Buddha Tattvaha. Tattvam Buddham Yena Saha Buddha Tattvaha. The one who has got the knowledge of Tattvajna, Tattva Swarupa. Tattva means one's own Swarupa. Buddha Tattvaha tu Vamadevavat muchyate. Gets freed from samsara like Vamadeva. So like Vamadeva. That's it. Vairagyasya Atmajnana dvara mukti hetutvam Vamadeva nidarshanena nivishadayati. That Vairagya is a means for liberation through Atmajnana is now demonstrated with the illustration of Vamadeva, example of Vamadeva. Let us see what happened in the case of Vamadeva. Purva janmani bodhena swamuktim cha bravidrucha garbhastho Vamadevoyam pratibandha vivarjitaha ayam Vamadevaha Purva janmani bodhena garbhastha pratibandha vivarjitaha. Garbhastha pratibandha vivarjitaha. Add there, big adhyara is there. Muktim lebhe, put comma, tadrishim. These three words are adhyara. Muktim lebhe, comma, then tadrishim. Continue. Swamuktim. Tadrishim, continue, Swamuktim, again Adhyara, Saha Vamadevaha, Saha means Vamadevaha, Rucha, last word, first line, Cha, Abravid, Rucha is there, take Rucha, Saha Vamadevaha, Rucha, Cha, Abravid, Rucha, Cha, Abravid. Ayam Vamadevaha. So whose demonstration is being given now? This Vamadeva. What happened to him? Purva Janmani Bodhena. By knowledge that he has got in the earlier life. Means in the earlier life he had taken to Shravana, Manana, perhaps Nididhyasana also he had taken to. But the Atma Sakshatkara, direct knowledge of Atma Sarupa was not there. Bodhena, that Bodha means it has to be Paroksha Jnana he had got. Paroksha Bodha. Because he had exposed to Shravana, Manana, etc. he might have taken to. So he had got the Paroksha Bodha. Indirect knowledge certainly he had, but Aparoksha Jnana still he didn't have. Why it was so? There was some very powerful prarabdha obstruction. A very powerful prarabdha obstruction was there. And it was obstructing the knowledge. So at times these prarabdhas are very strong as well. Even prarabdhas also, prarabdha means prarabdha karma. There are varied intensities. Some prarabdha they are not much, they get just brushed aside as such. But some happen to be very, very powerful. A very powerful prarabdha to take another embodiment was there in him. Then what happened? They say, Bodhena, Garbhastaha. He had that Paroksha Jnana, but because of the very powerful prarabdha to take the next embodiment, so what happened? Actual knowledge had not taken place. And now he has taken the next embodiment, Garbhastaha. Garbhastaha in the womb of the mother means Garbhakali. When he was at a child in the mother's womb, Garbhastha, what happened? Pratibandha Vivarjitaha Muktim Lebhe. In the mother's womb, when they underwent that particular prarabdha, because to be in mother's womb also again has to undergo torture. When he underwent that very powerful prarabdha got exhausted. With that, what happened? The pratibandha for knowledge also got terminated and he got muktim lebe. He got the knowledge where? In mother's womb. A very unique case. So, see, pratibandha vivarjitaha. Pratibandha vivarjitaha means pratibandhe nivritte sati. Having undergone the prarabdha karma bhoga in the mother's womb, which was very powerful and he had to take, and there was no other go than that. So because of which the knowledge had got stopped, obstructed. So when he had, that means lived in the mother's womb, pratibandha vivarjita means when the pratibandhe nivritte sati muktim lebhe. He got mukti means he got aparoksha jnana. Tadrishim swamuktim. That mukti that he had got in the mother's womb, so what did he do? Saha, that Vamadeva. So what did he do? Saha Vamadevaha Rucha cha Abravi. He declared by a Ruk, which is available as mantra in the Upanishad. In Aitareya it is quoted. What it is said there, Aitareya Upanishad 2.1.5. It is said, Garbhenu san anvesham avedam aham devanam janimani vishwa. He declares. From where? Mother's womb. What did he say? Garbhenu san. It is like this. First, if you want, you can take this way. It is in the Aitareya Upanishad 2.1.5. Garbhenu sananvesham. Sananvesham has to be split like san anu esham. San anu esham. Nakara gets doubled because of the that follows there. Sannanvesham. Sannanvesham. So san anu esham. Avedam aham devanam janimani vishwa. It means it should be taken like this. Garbhenu san aham esham devanam janimani vishwa anu avedam. Anu prefix should go with the avedam, means anvavedam. In Sanskrit it is possible. You can put the prefix somewhere and thus a word elsewhere, but they get connected automatically as well. English not possible that way. English, that meaning itself, if that comma also at wrong place, it will get distorted. Anyway, so it means garbhenu san, being in the mother's womb itself, as a child there only. So what did he declare? He declares like this. See, aham means who? Me, Vamadeva, says, Devanam Janimani Vishwa. All the Janmas of the Devas. Here, Janma means Samsara, origin. What is the true nature of all the Devas, Agni, Vayu, etc. means, and how they got entangled in the Samsara. Also their true nature, Atma, Swarupa, all I, that means, Esham means Esham Devanam, of these, Anvavedam, I know, means he got the knowledge. Without knowing his Swarupa, how can he know the origin of the Devas and their Swarupa and how the Samsara takes place, etc. Means he declared, I know my Swarupa. It is explained further also, Shruti quotes that. So that way, that is what Swamuktim, one's own moksha, Richa, by this Ruk, Cha, Abravi. The question comes, if in earlier life he had exposed to this, why did he not gain the knowledge there? Okay, in this life, suppose you can say, in this life, again he took to, like Yoga Bhrashta, again he took to Shravana, Manana, Mad, Nididhyasana, and then he got knowledge, we can understand. But before taking, where did he get the knowledge? Mother's womb. How is it possible? Two reasons. One thing, he has already taken to Shravana, etc. in the earlier life, but the knowledge didn't take place because of some very powerful prarabdha karma, which got exhausted in the mother's womb. Means that prarabdha karma was to undergo that particular experiences that one has to undergo in the mother's womb. When it was over, obstruction to the knowledge got clear. Straight away he got the knowledge. That's what is explained now. Janmanyati te vedantam Shrutva peshana buddhavan Balina pratibadhatvat Karmana janma hetuna Atite janmani Vedantam Shrutva api Eshaha Balina janma hetuna karmana Balina janma hetuna karmana Pratibadhatvat na buddhavan Pratibadhatvat na buddhavan Atite janmani Vedantam Shrutva. In the Atita means immediate past. In the immediate past birth, this Vamadeva, Vedantam Shrutva. At that time his name may not be Vamadeva also. Okay. We have to identify this person who in his early, immediate previous life, Vedantam Shrutvapi, even having exposed to Vedantic Shravana, Vedantic inquiry, Eshaha, this Vamadeva, what happened? Balina janma hetuna karmana pratibadhatva. Pratibadhatva, because of being obstructed by what? Karma. Karma means karma phala. What type of karma phala it was? Janma hetuna balina janma hetuna karmana. Balina means by a very strong karma phala which is bound to give him the birth, the embodiment. By that what? Pratibaddhatva, because of being obstructed, na buddhavan. He didn't gain the knowledge. Had he got the knowledge, what would have happened? This janma is not possible. At times, these prarabdhas are very, very powerful. There are mild also. Mild are there, powerful also there. In fact, in the interaction of Satya Sai Baba, in some cases, we get some incidents about this such prarabdha only. This is an incident about 35 years back. In the Puttaparthi Prashanti Nilayam, that puja. So, and regularly morning and afternoon, evening pujas he was doing. He was quite old and such. And he was sick and he was on the deathbed. He was on the deathbed on the verge of dying. At that time, with a calm and composed mind, he is about to die. He was reciting Vedas. Kasturi came there. Kasturi was secretary of Satya Sai Baba, editor of Sanat Sarthi, and all earlier the publications are edited by Kasturi only. He was a principal of in a Davangere college, and actually his Kasturi, this is the person who had coined Akashvani for All India Radio. He is the person who had coined this word. All India Radio is called what? Akashvani. He is the person who had coined this. Because earlier he was a director at Mysore, private radio. Before our independence, etc., Mysore, there was a private radio. He was the director there. Anyway, so he was the one, and he came there, and he was envious of him. Earlier also he was envious. Do you know why? Of course, it's nice. It's not because of that. He was a Brahmin, but because of poverty, etc., the conditions were not this thing. Though a Brahmin, he had not learned the Vedas. And he is a convent product, He was a convent product in olden days. So he was a convent product. And afterwards, Satya Sai Baba used to tease him. What Brahmin, you don't know Vedas. That used to prick him. And I said, I don't know. And this Sheshagiri Rao knows very well. And on the deathbed, when he is about to leave the body with a composed mind, he is reciting the Vedas. He was so envious about him. Within note, at that time, Satya Sai Baba came. At that time, he was very free because very few rooms were there and he used to go anywhere in anybody's room. He came just in. He said, Sheshagiri, where are you going? Without my permission, where are you going? Get up, take bath and do puja. Afternoon puja. This fellow was about to die within no time. Sheshagiri got up, took bath as if hale and hearty, went for puja. 3 months, hale and hearty. Look, this is not cooked up story, okay? This is recorded by Kasturi. So there are other people also who know about it. So hale and hearty, 3 months. After 3 months, he fell sick. He fell sick in such a manner, that means horrible torture. He is rolling in agonies, etc. And that condition cannot be seen. Kasturi described that even to see that is not possible. Such a agonizing condition is there. Satya Sai Baba is nowhere. Doesn't turn at all. Even if told, he doesn't respond. He is there only. There means where? In the campus only. Nowhere far, etc. In the campus only. But he doesn't respond at all. I forgot, maybe 3-4 months like this passed away. And his condition is from bad to worse. His Sheshagiri Rao's son was in Bangalore. I think wife was not there possibly, we don't know. But son was in Bangalore, he was attached to the hospital. He requested Satya Sai Baba, we take him to the Bangalore, at least if though no cure, at least proper nursing can be given. Means some nursing means he can be well looked after. Here I can't do anything. He says, no, don't take him. They had that much because without his permission they didn't want it. He refused that. We said, don't take him, let him be here. Neither they can take him nor can they give proper nursing, and he was suffering like anything. After 3-4 months, again Satya Sai Baba came one day. Sheshgiri, go, you have my ticket. Within no time, popped up. Now Kasturi has a big question mark. Was it a boon or a curse? Was it a boon? the fellow who was dying with so peacefully with the chanting of the Vedas on the tip of his tongue, revived and made to suffer for this thing and never cared also. At least he would have eased his suffering, not also, and doesn't bother also as such. So he had a question, but he had no courage to ask directly. He was waiting for an opportunity. So once he got the opportunity, he said, what is this? He was dying like this, you revived him, and afterwards when he was suffering, you didn't do anything for him at all. You know what he said, Sheshgiri Rao had very bad prarabdha for which another birth for him was inevitable. I didn't want him to take another birth. So I concentrated all those prarabdhas here, made him suffer. Now clean chit, no more return. So that is what it is. Something that way he had to undergo. There is no go than that. Not that for Ishvara it is not possible, but generally Ishvara doesn't intervene where it is not to be intervened. Not that it is not possible, but he does. Why? Laws of karma are made by whom? Ishvara. So one who has made the laws will not violate that unless if it is required a different thing. That is how it is. So you can't say that means this prarabdha at times is very, very powerful. That is how it was. One more thing, prarabdha also. Even today there is one gentleman. Those who go there, they have seen that person in Puttaparthi. He is on the wheelchair. He is from Punjab. This gentleman was a rich person and he was a devotee. Satya Sai Baba used to say, look, don't drive recklessly. So reckless means his own car, driving recklessly. Don't drive recklessly. Very rude in the driving. He was telling, but this way who bothers? And met with such an accident, he is now on the wheelchair. He can't move. In fact, now his 2 children are in the same school there, etc. So anywhere for darshan line he comes there. At times Satya Sai Baba goes near him, talks also. It seems he was told, you want to get it cured? He can't walk now. He is on the wheelchair. If you want, I will cure. But one thing, you will have to undergo this in some future birth. Now you choose. Whether when I am here, you would like to undergo this, or in future birth. He said, better I would like to undergo now only when you are here, means no concession. He has to undergo that particular prarabdha. Like this, something must have been there as such. So prarabdha, now see here, Vamadeva. In spite of that, is the very fact that once that prarabdha was over and without guru he got the knowledge where? In the mother's womb, means how far he has progressed, means that means he was very on the verge of gaining the knowledge, but only because of this prarabdha it got hooked. So that is what he says. Balina janma hetuna karmana pratibaddhatva. So because of being obstructed by very powerful karma phala, which was bound to yield the future janma. So what happened? So atitam janmani vedantam shrutva api na buddhava. So he didn't gain the Atma Jnana. Then what happened? This Pratibandha got cleared in the mother's womb. Garbhe pravishya tat karma vinashtam pratibandhakam navame masi samsmritya shravanam pratibuddhavan garbhe pravishya tat pratibandham karma vinashtam navame masi shravanam samsmritya pratibuddhavan. Garbhe pravishya. So having entered the womb of the mother, means having taken the birth there, so what happened? Pratibandhakam karma vinashtam. The karma that was obstructing the knowledge got cleared up, got destroyed, means got exhausted. As a result, what happened? Navame masi shravanam samsmritya pratibuddha. No new teaching. He didn't go to a guru or anything. Navame masi, in the 9th month, means all this. In the womb of the mother, all those bhogas has already undergone. Navame masi shravanam samsmritya, having recollected the Shravana. Which Shravana? Atite janmani vedantam shrutam. That in immediate preceding life, that whatever exposure to Vedanta was there, that samsmritya pratibuddhavan, he got the knowledge. The obstruction got clear, like our, what we popularly named as what? Tube light philosophy. Switch was on, in the choke there was some obstruction. So switch was on means electricity is passing. It was working, but that obstruction, it took some time to get the obstruction. After 5 minutes of switching on, what happened? The tube light got lit. At that time, nothing was done. The switch was put on 5 minutes earlier. It took 5 minutes to get that obstruction clear. So like that, switch was put on in terms of Vedanta Shravana when? Earlier. But obstruction was that of, that has to undergo this in the mother's womb. Such a powerful prarabdha was there. So once that was 9 months were over, straight away he got the knowledge. Pratibuddhavan. That's why also yoga bhrashtaha also so gets, if the two types, those who go to swargas because still vairagya is not staunch, and after the swarga, that bhoga, they come to such a life that they take to the pursuit again. Others who have got staunch vairagya, so what they are not interested in the swargas also. Straight away that yoginam eva kule bhavati dhimata. Their Bhashyakara says, only when there is no powerful prarabdha which gives rise to other embodiment. So if the very powerful means some papa etc. is very powerful, then some delay is there. Even though he has got vairagya, that account has to be cleared first. So that is that which is powerful. The samskaras of this or that samskara of the papa, which is powerful, he has to clear. This samskara is not going to get destroyed. He is bound to gain the knowledge, but some delay is there. That's why life of dharma, etc. is advisable. So then how did he know? Let us know. Vidvan bhutva samutpannaha जीवन मुक्तो भवत्तदा शरीरमात्मनो भिन्नम् मिथ्यैवेत्यवगच्छति. The incident of Sheshgiri Rao that I narrated is recorded in a book, Loving God, is an autobiography of Kasturi. Autobiography of Kasturi but more is interaction with Satya Sai Baba, because he is the person who was in most for a long period and a close proximity over there. In that this is found. He has noted this. Anvaya 61. Vidvan bhutva tada samutpannaha जीवन मुक्तः अभवत्. विद्वान भूत्वा तदा समुत्पन्नः जीवन मुक्तः अभवत्. एड तदानीं शरीरम आत्मनः भिन्नं मिथ्या एव इति अवगच्छति. विद्वान भूत्वा तदा समुत्पन्नः. He was born how? See, he was conceived, he took the embodiment and was in the mother's womb. Jnani or Ajnani? Ajnani. But when he was born, Vidvan Bhutva, becoming Jnani, he was born. Why? Navame Mase, 9th month, what happened? That Prarabdha got clear and earlier Vedantic Shravana did work and he got the knowledge. So, Vidwan Bhutva Tada Samutpannaha. Tada means in the 9th month, when the Prabala Prarabdha was over, having recollected the Shravana, he got the knowledge and he was born as a Jnani only. And then what happened? Samutpannaha Jivan Muktaha Abhavat. So further he became Jivan Mukta. It is not clear whether a Jnani afterwards he took to certain Nididhyasana etc. and then Jivan Mukta, or straight away he was Jivan Mukta, we don't know. But afterwards he was a Jivan Mukta. Jivan Muktaha Abhavat. Then what did he discover? Tadani, in the state of Jivan Mukti, he discovered this. Shariram Atmanaha Bhinnam. Avagachati means knows. Knows means he discovered. What did he discover? Shariram Atmanaha Bhinnam. The body is distinct and different from whom? Atma. Means Atma, Chaitanya Rupa. Atma and the body are totally distinct. Not only body is distinct from Atma, then what will happen? Atma is there, body is there. No, body is false in nature. Shariram Atmanaha Bhinnam, and also Mithya Eva. It is false in nature. It has no true reality. Earlier was told Anirvachaniya, as effect Anirvachaniya. Mithya Eva iti avagachati. Avagachati, knows means he discovered this way. So what did he declare now? Let us see. Iyantam kalametasmin bhrantya dehe nimagnavan bodhena dehadutkamya utkrishto bhujjivatam tyajan. Iyantam kalam etasmin dehe bhrantya nimagnava bodhena dehad utkramya jivatam tyajan utkrishtaha abhut. Bodhena dehad utkramya jivatam tyajan utkrishtaha abhut. This is what he discovered, declared. Iyantam kalam. Till this period, what is that till? Up to what? Up to the point he gained the knowledge. Iyantam. Till this means, when did it start? Anadi. Anadi, from beginningless time till now, when I got the knowledge, etasmin dehi, in this embodiment, all the embodiment that were wielded in all the past life. So what did I do? Bhrantya nimagnava. Because of erroneous notion, because of wrong concept, so I got drowned in the embodiment. Nimagnava means I got drowned. What do you mean by getting drowned in the embodiment? I got identified with the embodiment. So from beginningless time till now, not knowing my Swarupa, I identified with my embodiment, took the body itself as I and suffered the samsara thereby. Now, no more such mistake. Why no more such mistake? I have discovered my Swarupa. This false body is never me. So therefore it says, Bodhena dehad utkramya. The dehad utkramya, having risen up from the body. What is the rising up from the body? Bodhena means having given up the identification with the body. Getting drowned in the body is identifying with the body. Rising up from the body is the giving up the identification of the body. Dehad utkramya, and thereby, because I have given up the identification of the body, the jivatva also got annihilated, got destroyed. Jivatam tyajan, having given up the jivata, the status of jiva, status of samsari jiva, having given up means status of jiva is how long? So long you identify with the body, not knowing your Swarupa. Now he knows his Swarupa, no more identifying in the body, therefore jivatva, the status of jiva also got terminated. Jivatam tyajan, you know what I became? Utkrishtaha abhu. I became the most exalted one. Why most exalted one? Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, free from Upadhi, Satchidananda Swarupa, no Janma, no Marana, no Samsara, the very basis of entire Jagat. So Utkrishtaha Abhut, I became the most exalted one in this manner. So what happened now? That means, for all this, how it happened? See, at backdrop what is there? Virakti, Vairagya is there. So that means the one who has got Vairagya gains the knowledge like this. And other examples, those who don't have Vairagya suffer the samsara. Why he has not given here examples? He knows. Enough bakras are there. So those who have come to those who have come to this teaching are where? Jnanis or Ajnanis? Ajnanis. There is no need. For them only there. So the other way, those who have got Vairagya can gain liberation. Here is a demonstration of Vamadeva. Jivatve pagate tasya Shishyate paramatmata Sa eva sarga tulyo bhut Indriya vishayatvatah. Tasya jivatve apagate Paramatma shishyate. Paramatma shishyate. Saha eva indriya vishayatvatah. See, indriya is there. Indriyanam avishayatvatah is indriya vishayatvatah. Saha eva indriya vishayatvatah Svargatulyaha abhu. Svargatulyaha abhut. Tasya. Tasya means Vamadevasya. Jivatve apagate. When the status of jiva samsari, jivatva means samsaritva. When the status of jiva is samsari, Apagati, when got terminated, when it ended, what remained? Paramatmata Shishyati. What remains is Paramatma Swarupa. Why? Due to ignorance and the consequent identification with the embodiment, he suffered as samsari. But the status of samsari was not real, it was a false. When the Swarupa was known, that status, wrong notion also got ended. So, Paramatmata Shishyati. That is what was told there. Jiva is equal to Ankara plus Chitchaya plus Chit. Chit means Chit Bimba. Chit Bimba. Your false things are who? Ahankara and Chitchaya. Remove them, what remains is Chit Bimba Paramatma Sarupa. How can you remove that? By knowledge, knowing your Sarupa, that Chit Bimba Paramatma Sarupa. So that only remains. That being the case, what needs to be done is only elimination of ignorance in the direct cognition of Atma Sarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa. And as a result, so he became what? Saha Eva. And that Saha Eva, here that Parama, not Vamadeva. See, now Vamadeva is no more Vamadeva now. What is it? Paramatma Swarupa. So therefore, Saha Eva means that Paramatma Bhavaha. That means his nature as Paramatma Swarupa. He says, is Swargatulyaha Abhu. It is like Swarga. Question comes, how come suddenly Swarga, heaven came? And that also in what context? Moksha. We are talking of moksha. And moksha means, and that also after hammering Vairagya so much. Not just like that. First dose of Vairagya was given. Vairagya means for Swarga also one has to have the Vairagya. So how this Swarga came? This Swarga is not the heaven. Paramatma Swarupa itself, moksha itself is called as Swarga. How is it so? It is explained, we will see.
Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayanta Nyayena Margena Mahimahesha Guru Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Vashadu Parjanya Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yangsho Varhita Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaśyid Dukha Bhag Bhave Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amsamgamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti